Welcome everybody, today we're doing a CPU versus in Helldivers 2. So the comment is from Prowers2623 asking me the difference between a young i3 versus a old i5. So I went with the i3 12100F versus the i5 10400F. Welcome to the response PC, I'm Dunk, let's game on. So my setup is 32GB of memory, RTX 3060 12GB variant, 1080p, and the settings at high and some at ultra. I'm going to use the same setting with both CPU, starting with the i3 12100F. To put everything in a perspective way, the i5 10400F is a 6-core 12 threads, 2.9 GHz, boosting at 4.3 GHz. The i3 is a 4-core 8 threads, running at 3.3 GHz, also boosting at 4.3 GHz. So the only advantage of the i3 is a bit younger, if this is any advantage, and the base clock is a bit higher than the i5. So let's see if both max out the boost clock at 4.3. Is a higher core count will make a big difference, no difference, or worse. So the result is for the i3 12100F is about 70 and high 60s of percentage of utilization of the CPU. Having its clock speed at 4.1, I don't know why it doesn't go at 4.3, anyway. There's the result. We have a FPS of 78 when it's not busy on the map and can go as low as a mid 50 when we encounter a lot of bugs. It is highly playable. The GPU we have 96 to 99% utilization, using 5 to 6 GB of VRAM, and for the RAM itself we're using 12 to 13 GB out of 32, so 16 should be enough. Jumping to the i5 10400F, which is a 6-core 12 thread, we have quite similar results. The CPU utilization is a bit higher, hitting the mid 80, 85 to the high 70s, but also using more memory. We have 13 to 14 GB of usage. GPU didn't change in between, but the FPS did. Now we have lows of 65 on heavy bug fighting, and we can climb up as high as 80 when you're just running around. So here you have it, the results. If you can put aside that we are on the same planet, similar map, not exactly the same mission, beside the motherboard, which both were ASRock for this test, everything is the same hardware. The only variant is a different map, but on the same planet. Should be quite a similar, and the winner by slight lower FPS is the i5 10400, by having 65 FPS on the low side compared to 55 with the i3. Is it related to the number of core? I don't know, but I do know it won't be worth the cost. If you have a 10 gen CPU and want to upgrade to 12 gen, maybe even the 3rd or the 14 gen, probably won't make that much of a difference, even less a good idea for the price for the upgrade. I hope that answers your question, Prowers2623. And on that note, if you have specs that you want me to check and I have the hardware, just put in the comments. I will try to make a video about it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. And subscribe!